Hey guys, how's it going? Anthony Muthraja here, back with a new video lesson for y'all. Today I want to talk with you about two things. The first thing is being able to connect your ideas, and the second thing is your posture. And that might come off as a weird combination, but really your posture has a lot to do with how you're able to efficiently play. Okay? So let's look at the posture first. Now, when I sit down and play, I'm trying to mirror the position of the bass exactly the way it would be if I'm standing and playing. Okay, now generally a lot of people tend to put the bass to the front. Okay, and the problem with putting the bass in the front like this is that first of all, your right hand is going to slouch a lot more to the right side, and second of all, the neck straightens out. Okay, and what happens is that you have this motion going on where your left hand is going up. It's not going up, sorry, it's stretching outward but on the same level. But what I like to do is I like to push it closer to the side of my body against my ribs, actually on the right side, and angle the fretboard or the neck slightly upwards, right? And the nice thing about that is that first of all, this side of your body gives a good support, doesn't allow it to shake too much, and your hand can sit comfortably no matter where you play, right? And at this angle, it's very comfortable to play grooves. And fills or solos. Chords. Okay, and the problem is when the bass is not at an angle away from your body like this, especially out here when you're playing on the higher registers, if the bass is closer, your left hand is going to be stopped by the other half of your body, and that is probably the most suckiest thing that you can deal with, because then you'll have all these weird motions with your left hand try to come out and stuff. So again, against the ribs of your right side if you're a right-handed player, opposite if you're left-handed, and then slightly angle the neck upwards, and then just try to find your comfortable spot. Sometimes it might not be the exact same for you as it might be for somebody else or for me, so experiment with all these ideas and possibilities and then see what works best for you and work accordingly. And when I play standing up, my strap height is pretty much the same like this, so it's pretty high, but it's the most comfortable for me. I don't have to do any weird stretches or try to struggle to reach a note up here or down there. All right, so that's posture. Now the second thing is being able to connect your ideas. Okay, now I have talked so much about the basics with the left hand and fingering and avoiding positions and practicing scales a specific way, practicing arpeggios a specific way, so do check out all those lessons I put up. But what we're going to do now is we're going to take a bass line, what I just played earlier actually, and then we're going to play a fill, okay? But the fill and the bass line are in two separate locations, an octave apart. The groove is here. Okay, that's from Michael Jackson's Shake Your Body to the Ground. Okay, and then the fill is I'm trying to come up with a fill. Let me see. Yeah, let's just do that. I'm doing this for a nice articulation effect instead of that gives a nice that kind of a thing. Okay, so we're going to play 3.5 bars of the groove, and then the fourth bar halfway we're going to play the fill. Okay, so the groove is okay, and there's a ghost note before that F. Okay, and then the fill just down the pentatonic scale from C, but we are sliding into the C from above. Okay, so 3.5 bars of groove. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, up to speed. Okay, now to be able to connect those two, it takes a lot of efficiency to move, just to shift on a 4-string specifically, by the way, because you could do this a lot easier on a 5 or even a 6-string, because you wouldn't have to move as much. But I love the fact that I have to move so much, because it gives for room for different ideas or different kinds of fills. Maybe even a fill that starts there and then just makes its way down. But you see, if I want to start from here and go all the way down, that's going to be a lot of notes, which means I cannot do this half bar fill anymore. It has to be like a bar long. So let me just see what I can come up with. Okay, not the best. Let me try again. Let me just isolate the fill. That's nice. Okay, that's a full bar. Now the fingering is super tricky, so I'm going to look at that again. So let me try 1 bar of groove into 1 bar of fill slowly. Okay, so in fact it's actually starting a little before the downbeat of 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now a little faster. Okay, so now I try to keep it in context of a groove and a bass fill, but this is also what I do for my solos. I try to piece them in every weird combination possible. If I'm playing a line here and then I just want to jump there, and to be able to connect that way, obviously you need the knowledge and the basics and all that stuff, but it's also a lot to do with how you're positioned with your instrument, your posture and all that stuff, which is why I talked about that first. All right, so I hope you get something out of this. If you do have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I will be answering a few questions. I will be doing a video on the Q&A series, the second part, tomorrow. So any questions, do drop them now so I can get to whatever is relevant. All right, so until the next one, I'll see you guys around in the shed. Peace.